The Wattasids, presented by LWM History. Introduction. The Wattassid dynasty ruled the Kingdom of Fez in the northern section of the Far Maghreb, or Morocco, at its apex, and it was the weakest of the seven main historical Moroccan dynasties, and they remained in power from the year 1472 to 1549, before briefly returning again with Turkish assistance for 9 months in the year 1554. The Wattassid era was marked with weak political authority, civil war, lack of economic prosperity, and Portuguese encroachment on Morocco. Pretext and the rise to power. The Wattasids initially started as the viziers of the Marinid kings before them. The Marinids had already been in decline, losing control over their southern domains such as Marrakesh and Sijil Massa. After the Portuguese had conquered Ceuta in 1415, achieving their first ever successful conquest outside of Iberia, the Marinids responded with an attempt to take it back in 1419, but that was unsuccessful, and the Sultan Abu Sa'id Uthman was assassinated in a coup in Fez. This left his 1-year-old son Abdul Haq, whom the Wattid governor of Saleh, Abu Zakaria Yahya, proclaimed sultan after seizing the palace in Fez with himself as his regent. But though 17 years later the infant sultan had matured, Abu Zakaria refused to give up the regency. The Portuguese tried to take advantage by capturing Tangier, but they were unsuccessful, severely outnumbered and defeated by Abu Zakaria's troops. Abu Zakaria celebrated by raising a shrine over what he identified as the tomb of the 9th century old Idris II, the second ever king over the city of Fez. He did this to try to gain influence on the Idrisid cult in Fez. Abu Zakaria Yahya then died in 1448, and his nephew Ali bin Yusuf became the new vizier to the Sultan Abdul Haq, and he was then followed in 1458 by Abu Zakaria Yahya's own son named Yahya. Abdul Haq was still effectively just a figurehead, though almost 40 by that point. So he staged a coup in which all the Wattsid family members were slaughtered, with only a pair of brothers surviving. This allowed him to take back power of the entire kingdom, as then his power was limited to just Fez, with the Wattasids managing the rest of Morocco. But he also appointed Harun bin Batash, a Jew, as his vizier, and he appointed Sharwil and many other Jews into office positions. The Muslim population of Fez heavily detested this, and in the year 1465, one of Abdul Haq's many Jewish officials arrested, beat, and whipped a female sharif, or descendant of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This prompted the people to gather towards Abdul Aziz al-Waryakili, a Muslim religious leader of Fez, who incited an attack against the Jews of the city, which led to an entire massacre of the city's Jews. And during this, Abdul Haq was lynched, creating the death of the almost 2-century-long Marinid rule. He was succeeded by one of the main purporters of the revolt, the Idrisid Sharif Muhammad bin Ali al-Amrani al-Juti, who took power for a period of 7 years, before being defeated in 1472 by Abu Abdullah al-Sheikh Muhammad bin Yahya, one of the Wattasids who survived Abdul Haq.